and good morning and happy hump day. This Wednesday, August the 7th, 2024, and as you can see, I am out early this morning on the 24 Harley Davidson Road Glide CVO ST. I figured I would come out for a quick early morning ride because the rain will be here this evening, even though the the skies right now are really looking ominous. I don't know, this is probably going to be a quick ride here. My intention was to come out and at least gas up and then take it back in, but yeah, look at the skies there. Wow. But anyway, I've been road tripping and not really doing any moto vlogging lately. We took a road trip down to Tampa, Florida. My intentions was originally to maybe take a motorcycle down, a ride down, but with with Hurricane Debbie on its way, I didn't think that would be a good idea. Oh, we got these white vans out in front. And thank goodness I didn't take the motorcycle down. We went down to Tampa to hang out, and while we were down there, we went up to San Antonio, Florida. Right, when I saw San Antonio, I was like, are we in Texas? But no, there is a San Antonio, Florida, and we wanted to go down there to check out this lagoon. It's called the Mirada. All right, so yeah, it's pretty neat. We basically hung out there all day. It opens up at 10 o'clock in the morning, so we had morning passes to get there first thing, and I'm glad we actually got there at 10 o'clock. Our intentions were to be there from 10 to around 2-ish. Give us enough time to hang out there to enjoy the spot, and it's well worth the trip. I'm not talking about the distance, you know, driving from like Maryland to New York, but if you're actually in the area, so to speak, definitely check it out. Like I said, we're road tripping. We've met a lot of other people that are out there road tripping. Met a couple that actually, I think they came down from Delaware and they went to stopped off in Orlando the night before and went to Disney and decided to bring the kids over here to the lagoon. And I think a couple people from New York were down, Georgia. That's where we met a few people from Georgia, as well as Maryland, believe it or not. We saw quite a few Maryland plates at the hotel where we were staying. So yeah, I'm glad we got there at 10, right? Because right around 2, if you are familiar with the Florida area, it tends to rain around that time. But we looked up at the sky and it was, oh man, it was so dark. It's like not the typical rain clouds. Well, I digress. I don't know. I don't live in Florida. They could have been. But let me tell you, we packed up and I said we need to get to the truck, and 5 minutes after getting to the truck, it was coming down. They actually closed the park. They made everyone get out of the water, and the storm started to come through the front end of it, of Debbie. Was coming through on Saturday afternoon. And we just got in the truck and we just waited it out until it calmed down a little bit. And then we left. Of course, I don't believe they opened back up, but the parking lot actually cleared. It looks like for the most part everyone left. So we hung out in Tampa for a little bit. Later that night, checked out a restaurant, a real nice restaurant for dinner. And then Sunday we said, hey, you know what? We might want to get out of here early before it gets real bad. And again, I am so glad I did not take the motorcycle. Even though we got out of there at 6 a.m. in the morning, by the time we got to, I want to say South Carolina, oh man, it just poured down rain on and off all the way up Interstate 95 until we got to, well, I can't even say, probably until we got to Maryland, really, because even when we got to Virginia, we ran through some heavy downpours. And I use Waze in the truck, and on Waze you can hit a button in Waze and say, oh, it's a bad traffic condition, it's an accident, it's a police officer, etc. And man, the pop-ups for hazardous weather just kept popping up, and sure enough, seconds later, after it popped up on the screen, we were sitting in torrential downpours on Interstate 95. It was like sitting, when you go through a drive-through car wash, and you can't see anything, for the most part where you're sitting at. That's how it was. It was that bad. I mean, there were fender benders because of that, cars off the road, single accident vehicles. You got to slow down for it. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to continue my morning ride. Like I said, that was a quick one. Looking at the skies, it may let loose on me before I actually get back. So I'm going to try to swing down real quick, get some gas. But until next time, see ya. Man, what a great looking bike. Oh my goodness. Every time I take a peek at it, I see something different that stands out. Like this. Alright, let's gas up and go. Because the skies, oh, really looking gray here. Yep.